Here for the next little part of my garage, I guess cleanup, update, whatever you want to call it. It's mid-October right now. It's 14th. We had some few chilly days. Today's actually not that bad. I'm out here in a sweatshirt and pants, no coat, no nothing. Been wearing my work gloves, just keep them getting damn dirty. But one of the things I recommend highly doing if you're in the northern hemisphere and you have cold winters and you heat with wood, before it gets real cold in that, it's always best to go ahead and make sure your wood stove's working. If you took it out, get it reinstalled. If you didn't take it out, make sure you clean the chimney real good. I went ahead and done that. I cleaned the chimney up real good. I've got a fire started in here already. And also, I'm not wearing it right now, always wear gloves. That bar can get really hot, and mostly in case a ember falls out, something like that, you can just pick it up real quick and throw it back in there. Like I said, I got a real nice big heavy roaring fire going. I'm a big fan of checking things out, making sure you don't have any leaks and stuff in your chimney. Make sure you don't have any clogs and that kind of stuff. It's much easier to get the smell out, the smoke out and stuff when you have the garage nice and open before you need it. Because if it's zero out, you're not going to be out here working very long trying to get it fixed. As you can see, the door is clearly open. The wind's pretty heavy, and this garage is set up backwards. This chimney is actually going out the north side of my garage. I need to move it to the south side because we get the winds in the winter usually come from the north and blow wind smoke south. I'm assuming they done this because my house is actually south of here. They might have been doing it to try and keep smoke from hitting that house as much. I'm not really sure. I think when I redo the roof on this garage, hopefully I'll put another layer of shingles and some new boards I got to replace where it's kind of got a couple leaks and a couple holes in the corners. I'll actually throw the chimney straight out the roof. And when I do that, it'll be a whole lot nicer. Just a whole lot, just a whole lot better overall in general. So I've kicked the idea around about trying to move my stove farther out to the middle of the room, just get a little better heat source. But again, like I said, the garage isn't that big. It's a really small 2-car garage. It's about 24 by 24. I've never actually measured it per se, but this little single barrel stove, just one of those little kits I made myself, this thing heats this garage like a demon. I mean, it does a great job. I have an old fan here. I don't know what that came from. It's got some weird legs on it. I don't know if that's actually what originally would have been there. I don't know if it would have been mounted on the side of a building or what it would have been done. I have it set up on a dimmer. It's actually like a light switch dimmer. Then I can rotate it up and down. Then also above it, I have a fan up here that blows the heat back down because a lot of the heat wants to escape straight up and you lose quite a bit of heat that way. So don't need the fans on right now, clearly, because of the fact that it's warm out. But always go through and check your stove out. Make sure your pipes are still good. Make sure you don't have any leaks. It's just so much easier to fix this stuff before everybody else starts using their wood stoves, and all the places around here, we're a small town, run out of supplies. Then you're chasing yourself an hour, 2-hour drive away to go get the parts you need, and that always sucks. And if you have a project you need to get done that weekend, come out and try and light your stove for the first time and it won't heat, then you spend your whole weekend trying to fix your stove and not the weekend doing the project you needed. So one of the things I do have over there is I have a nice little fan that's actually on a pedestal. It can be tilted up, down, whatever, and I will use that quite a bit to blow the heat around from up top inside my rafters. This is just extra storage. I have my insulation, my old fish cooler boxes from the pet store stapled to the ceiling. Actually they're nailed to the ceiling, I guess, but that works really well. But I have that fan over there that will blow the heat from up in the rafters back down. My plan, actually, if I get around to it, I was hoping to this year, but with the roof going on, I got a lot of other things I got to build my money back up. My savings, my emergency funds, all that have been pretty much depleted in that process. So I get that rebuilt. If I can get it, I'm going to actually install, like in these gaps, like right in the middle, I'm going to hang couple box fans, like one in each opening. There's 3 openings that aren't covered up. Like this one here has a sheet of pink insulation foam that was actually bought to do a different project my wife never wanted finished. So I'm going to hang a couple more of those up to kind of keep the heat down. And I'd like to rough the whole thing in, but I haven't figured out how I want to do it because the rafters are hung really crappily with these little deals here, and they're at an odd angle, so it makes it hard to mount boards. So I still want access to get up there for storage because it's great storage, but I want to block that all off later. It'd be a lot easier to heat the whole garage if I had that, even if it's just sealed with plastic or something. But there's just lots of little things hanging down. The lights hang down beneath it. The ladder rack hangs down beneath it. There's just a lot of things I would never have done in here, but I'm working with what I've got. So anyway, that's the main thing I want to talk about, was just go ahead and get your stove going, make sure it's rocking good. This thing is just It's almost too hot to stand here, actually. It's so stinking hot. So I'm going to get back to working on the rest of the garage, and I'll let you know what I come up with. Thanks for watching.